Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the DI Oscillator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below in the description, and you should also see it pop up in the top corner right now. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform where we are having great discussions about all things to do with trading. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the DI Oscillator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 242 indicators. And out of those 242 indicators, 91 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of those 91 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right, as I said, today's indicator is the DI Oscillator. I believe it's the DI Oscillator. That's what I'm going to call it. It is listed, the creator of the indicator, the name of it is the DIOSC. So could stand for something else, but seemed to stand for DI Oscillator to me. So that's what I'm going to call it, just to make things a little bit easier. It's basically a modified version of the DMI, so the Directional Movement Index, which we have tested a few different ones on the channel already. But of course, like I've said in the past, anytime we find an indicator that may be based off of indicators that we've already tested, I still go ahead and test them anyways, because often creators will put their own little tweaks and changes into the indicator that make it just slightly different. And sometimes that slight difference can honestly make a big difference in its ability to trade accurately. And so you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. There's not a whole lot to it. I'm actually going to change this from histogram to columns because it helps that stand out a lot more. And the DI is basically a set of 2 lines, sometimes 3 lines, but basically they are 2 lines that are kind of oscillating back and forth and crossing and giving signals to go long and go short. This particular one is a zero line version, which is based off of a histogram type setup. And so basically what we're looking for is the red bars to go short and the green bars to go long. So pretty simple setup. And that's basically how we're going to test it today. So let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. So we pick up a green signal right there. That is a long. Find our vertical line right there. There we go. And that one gets us to take profit rather nicely. That worked out pretty well. Then we come down and we get a short signal for just a moment right there on that one. And let's see, it barely gets us to the 60% take profit. Then we spike up, we get a green spike for just one moment, maybe two. Yeah, 2 moments. Second one is really small, but almost immediately it reverses, coming back and giving us a short signal here. Let's measure that out to see. And that one barely got us to take profit as well. There we go. Then we pick up a long signal over here on this side. Let's go ahead and play it forward just a tad bit to see where it lands. Unfortunately, that one's right at the top of a little bit of a pullback there. And then almost immediately it takes off to the downside and gets us into a pretty decent short. So that was a reasonable short there to the downside. Then we pick up a long signal over here. Let's see what that one does for us. Not quite 60%, or not quite 60 pips, which is our take profit. Then we drop into a short here on this side. Again, that one does pretty decent. Not great, but not bad either. And we ride out that short for a little bit before it pops up for a long right there. And we'll keep playing it along here. And we finally get a push to the downside. We get up and over the price action hump. So you see it pushes up here and then slowly rolls over and back to the downside there. Some good price action movement to keep an eye on if you are watching price action. And then we get the signal to go short here. And you can see that it works out for us. It definitely gets us to take profit. Then when we come up over here on this side, we get some pretty choppy candles happening here. These, as in these wicks, you can see these wicks, real tall wicks to top and bottom. And so, unfortunately, we get one green candle. We then get one red candle, one green candle, then back into one red candle. And that one does not get us to take profit. So that is unfortunate. And we finally pick up a long signal right there. That does bump up rather nicely there, getting us back to take profit. So that was a rather weird little area. Wasn't even really consolidation. I mean, you've seen consolidation kind of back over here. That didn't create that kind of little pattern that just took place right there. That kind of got us in and out, chopping us in and out of the market. So that is, yeah, that's rather odd. Doesn't seem to be specifically anything that caused that to happen. But that is something that you should be mindful of in an indicator that you may be looking to put into a trading system. Does it have these moments where it just kind of unnecessarily throws signals long and short, long and short, long and short in a very, narrow period of time. Because if so, that, might be something kind of a deal breaker for the indicator. So go ahead and keep playing this forward. We ride out short for quite a while. We finally pick up a long over here on this side, and that one carries us through and gets us to the end of the year. All right. There we go. So that is the DI oscillator, or as I call it, the DI oscillator. Let's count them out and see what we got for the year. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So we have 17 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 winning trades. And so unfortunately, that barely misses the 60% criteria. I mean, just barely misses it. And it's a shame because this right here is what did it. This really weird area right here where it just kind of whipsawed in and out rather quickly. And so again, that is something to be mindful of because that can cost you a decent percentage of your profits. So unfortunately, it's going to go on the no list, and we'll move on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, share this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. So that way you know what indicators we have tested and are testing. Also, there is a link down below to join our Discord server, which is a free group communication platform where we discuss all things trading related. There is also a link down below to TradingView, and if you use that link to TradingView to sign up for an account, you will save a little bit of money. And lastly, there is a link down below to sign up for Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon and support the channel the best way you can.